In this episode of Sailing Dark Angel, we show the not-so-glamorous side of boat life, cleaning and taking out the trash. We also explore both sides of tranquil white point on land and sea and discover small moves greatly improve our anchorage to avoid uncomfortable chop, and finally celebrate New Year's at a very serene and deserted Little Farmers Cay. If you like our videos, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. It's free for you and really helps our channel.
Hey Lisa, explain to everybody again how living on a boat is nothing but glamour.
And I have to crawl up in there and wipe everything down, and not just wipe it down, you have to scrub because mold grows up and it's like a literal war against mold. It's horrifying.
No, it's just cocktails and parties and time on the beach and...
No, it's not.
This doesn't seem like much, and it may not seem weird to you, but when we were at Black Point, we had 2 trumpet fish hanging around our boat the whole time we were there. Yesterday we sailed an hour and a half south to White Point, and again we have 2 trumpet fish hanging out around the boat exactly the same. We got to wonder, did we bring our own trumpet fish with us to White Point?
And they're hanging out at the board.
As soon as we put the paddleboard in the water, they went right to the paddleboard.
What's that? What are you doing?
This is the cool little stuff.
Did you put this in the water for us to play with?
We came around to the far side of the point from where we're anchored. I don't know if you can see me back there, and there's all kinds of dark spots in the water, which is what we like to see. Swim around, see if there's anything in there that's worth looking at. Well, I thought I had a good spot to anchor, but I'm gonna have to swim for her. It gets real deep real quick here. All right, what do you want to do?
We went snorkeling on that side, and now we're gonna take a walk on this side.
Happy New Year 2023. This is how you're supposed to spend the end of December, isn't it? Walking on the beach. I don't know if you can see this, but behind us is where we just were this morning. And you can see it's very choppy.
Yeah.
And where we are now,
It's right there.
much calmer.
Calmer.
It's calmer.
Yes, very.
Yeah, we are right there. And that's Hospitality, who anchored last night. So we got 2 days of wind coming from the southeast, which is going to make it choppy on this side, on the south side. On the north side, we're getting that blocked for the most part.
But when we did move from there, and what we did was we sailed right off of our anchor and sailed just around the point here, right over to here. So we sailed the whole way. Not motoring, sailing.
Yeah, it was kind of a short sail for using the main and the jib, but the jib took us over here in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
When you've got a super yacht, you can claim your own little piece of the private beach. They set this all up this morning while I was watching.
Secluded beach.
And now I know what the little buoys are for. They were for tethering the jet skis. You got your best rock climbing flip-flops on?
Got my water shoes on this time.
Lisa's going spider hunting.
Oh. Did you go around that way?
I don't know.
I'll let you go first.
All right. I guess I'm going spider hunting. I find it fascinating how the limestone is constantly being eaten away and eaten away. This is barracuda country.
And lionfish, apparently.
Lots of lionfish. It's too bad barracuda don't eat lionfish. The downside of beaching the dinghy is that as the tide goes out, your dinghy gets beached higher and higher up the beach. Well, I mean, the dinghy doesn't move, but the beach gets longer and longer, and that makes it harder to pull down the beach. The downside of anchoring out, of course, is that you gotta get soaking wet to go and get it. So it's kind of a trade-off. But when the water's rough, we always anchor offshore, which we couldn't have done before we bought the 10 feet of chain that we put on there. And when it's calm like this, we beach her.
Back. Made it.
Pretty much the same as the first time of the year. Every time we come to Ties, it is closed. So it must not open till a bit later on in the year. Last night was New Year's Eve. Today's New Year's Day. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And there is nobody here and nothing going on. Which is its own kind of awesome.
It's so quiet. It's so nice.
Not much left of it. We're right beside Little Farmers Cay Airport off of Ties. So there's Ties over there. And this plane just came in a few minutes ago. Maybe they're renting a local cabin. There is cabins for rent here, and it's a pretty cool little spot. Tell me all about the glamour of yacht life.
Oh, let me tell you. So now I'm going to paddleboard my garbage over to the beach and then walk up and drop my garbage in the bin and then paddleboard my butt back to the boat. So that's what my chore is today.
That's just the equivalent of walking it to the curb. It's the same.
No, it
But it's the same.
I need my paddle.
We got kayak paddles, fishing rods, paddleboard paddles, and the old spare kayak paddle.
Probably gonna do this on my knees.
That's what I like to hear. I have to do everything?
What?
All right.
Wish me luck.
Have a nice paddle.
Thank you. It's not too bad.
Well, we got a little visitor this morning.
Happy New Year.